What's going on, folks? Um, this is my Backlash Ups and Downs video. Um, from last night's Backlash. I didn't get to see it last night because I was at my cousin's wedding, so I had to record it on my diver. Um, but I got to see it a couple minutes ago, and as far as ups and downs go, there's not a lot of downs in this pay-per-view. Every match was top notch, and you know, there's only one down in that whole thing, and that was the Khali segment, which went way too long. You should have put another match in there, you know. But I could tell you one up throughout that Khali camp segment though was Jr. just utterly just utterly making Michael Cole his bitch. That was just funny. Just Jr. just literally tearing apart Cole during that segment. So he was just pissed. And just JR being pissed off of that was great. So that's the one up throughout that one up in a down segment. So, but not a lot of downs in this. My biggest up was Cena and Edge. They tore each other apart basically for almost 30 minutes. I mean, they beat each other's ass, and you could probably see by the look, by their looks, they just wanted to kill each other. Like the spot where Cena throws the stairs right in Edge's face. You can't block that. You can somewhat block that, but the force of that will still knock your ass out. They were out for eradication, both of them, and plus it was their last match. And before the match, Edge and Cena looked at each other. Edge is like, one more time, and Cena pointed to the crowd as like, for them, one more time. So a whole lot of crazy spots. The fu to the crowd, um, the bulldog off the steps from the arena, off the steps of the arena till to the anvil casings there. I mean, the execution on the stage, the concerto on the stage, you know, the FU from the second turnbuckle, you know, and Big Show choke slamming Cena through the spotlight, which was crazy enough. That's Cena learning from Hollywood. That's basically Cena stunting. Cena learning how to do a Hollywood stunt thing. So out of that, that was a big up. That whole match was a big up. They just wanted to literally destroy each other. And I think beyond, I this is tied with the TLC match that they had earlier, in the last couple of years, as one of the best matches that Edge and Cena's ever put on. As them having the last match between them both, I don't know. Uh, they still got a lot of years left in them, especially Cena, Edge. I don't know how, Cena has about another, 10, 15 years, or I could be wrong, or more. Edge has probably got 10 more years, 10 to 12 more years, so you might see them again in the capacity. So I don't think it was their last match, but yet you think about it, they've had almost every match literally the WWE has ever thrown at them, and they managed to deliver. So that was my huge up, and a lot more ups were the other matches on the card. Another big up was Christian and Swagger, which opened the show and literally almost stole it in the first match on the damn pay-per-view. Christian and Swagger just lit it up. You know, you had everything you wanted. Mat wrestling, counters, funny moments, both men just putting the turnbuckle down to expose the steel. It was great, and Christian winning the title was sweeter, just for the fact that over in a great match that they had, it would lead to Christian winning the title. You know, another up was title changes. Basically, Christian winning the ECW title, Randy Orton winning the WWE title finally, which should have happened at WrestleMania, and Edge winning the World Heavyweight title. Edge winning that title made sense because he had to win it. His last chance, quote unquote. But yet, SmackDown with no champion, he had, it only made sense for Edge to win that title. So, there you go there. The six-man tag was a pretty good match. That's another up, Like I said, not a lot of downs. The rest of the card was very much an up. Six-man tag was great. You know, Triple H sold that punt like, it was his head was a damn football heading to a field goal. Triple H sold that, literally lifting himself off his shoulders and spinning him around, spinning himself around, just to literally sell that punt. You know, so beyond that, Triple H and Cena are probably gonna have some time off because of what happened last night. I would figure, and Cena might go off to make another movie by the start of May. So this should have him take a little bit of time off to see what his schedule is going to look like for his next movie. And Triple H has been doing this for years, and he's got to face the facts. He's got children to take care of. Even though he's in the business already, married to Stephanie. He's got 2 kids now, and his career is winding down. Winding down. You gotta believe that the highest peak that Triple H hit when he was that persona was 2000, because 2000 was his year. Not to say his first return off the quad surgery was another peak year for him, because it was, but 2000 was the major peak. That December 99 to 2000. That was the peak of Triple H. He was so dominant, But you gotta believe his career is winding down, so he's probably gonna take some time off while Orton runs the show. Cena gonna take some time off while Edge runs SmackDown, you know. But all in all, pretty great pay-per-view, solid all around. Every card was great, you know. 6-man tag match was good. They did what they could with it. So, and CM Punk and Kane, they did all they could do with that match, but I think it was Kane's good match. But yet again, I think it was his birthday yesterday, so that was probably the reason why he won. Despite that, now we head towards Judgment Day in 3 weeks, so another 3-week span until another pay-per-view. So another more quick build-up. Probably another 5 to 6 match card as far as Judgment Day goes, like Backlash. But one more thing, Jericho and Steamboat, big up in my book. So I didn't want to forget that. That was a great match as well. False finishes, Kickouts, Steamboat once again just showing the world why he still got it, you know, and another round of applause. So once again, I will see you next time. Until then, keep on saying it. Seeing that wrestling. Later.